Hello and welcome back to the Sandbeast YouTube channel. My name is David.foxen, and as always, before we start, please don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps the channel out, and we've been growing a lot lately, so thank you very much for the support. A question that I keep getting in my inboxes at the moment around the lack of budget for additional resources or just general lack of headcount. It seems to be a big problem out there in ITAM at the moment. You're not getting the support that you think you need, or you've defined that you need, and you're also not getting that budget and headcount to be able to expand your IT asset management team. Maybe this will result in taking on additional projects, additional responsibilities, whatever the case may be. You're not able to expand your team, so you're left being stretched and having a lack of resources. But I always try to encourage people to do when they know for a fact that they're not going to have any budget or additional headcount for the year is to build out what I like to call a software or a hardware champion. This is something I've been doing for years, probably over a decade now, when I first started looking at building out software champions or software heroes. It's expanded obviously as we moved into the ITAM space. You can also do this in the cloud space as well if you need to or so wish. These are basically people out in the business that have a completely different day job other than ITAM, but people who have a specific area of expertise or even legacy knowledge on a particular software vendor, licensing model, hardware vendor, hardware asset type, whatever the option may be. These people are normally your go-to anyway. They're your go-to resource if you've got a license renewal, if you've got a request for a new license, if you've got a request for a new bit of hardware, etc. They're normally your go-to people. So you may already have a really good relationship with these stakeholders. You can change this into being a software or a hardware champion in making them an extension of the ITAM team, whereby you formally recognize that they are going to help you with software renewals, they're going to help you with projects for that particular software vendor, application, hardware model or hardware asset type, that they have that experience and that they have that expertise in. Now obviously they're not actually going to fall into the ITAM team, but if you have no other option, this is a great way to utilize existing resources in order to quote unquote build out your ITAM function within the organization. There is a flip side to this. Obviously the potential software champion, hardware champion has to actually want to do it. That's challenge number one. But if they're already helping you anyway and you can kind of sell it to them, then even better. It may help towards their personal development plan. It may help them get a promotion, expand their role, try and find their sweet spot so that they say yes, so they can help you out. The other bit, of course, is that you may have to be updating some of your processes and policies to reflect your new software or hardware champion and reflect the additional steps or cross references or advice that you're going to receive from them. Make sure that you formalize this, and of course you're going to need the approval of your manager and your potential champions manager as well, so that they're formally on board and they support what you're trying to achieve and what hopefully the stakeholder is going to try and achieve for you as well. Finally, it's important to remember this is obviously not their primary job, so if they are busy with their actual jobs, be lenient and kind with them if they have delayed responses. Make sure that you're constantly giving them a lot of praise and thank you very much for helping us out, etc, etc. Keep them on side so that you essentially can use their expertise and them as a resource to help you within the ITAM team. You may end up finding that this actually works really well. It fulfills the need that you have, the short-term need and maybe even a long-term need, so that you no longer need additional headcount. However, I have also seen this play out in the other way, whereby it has worked so well that the organization then consistently and continues to reject additional budget or headcount for the ITAM team, because the budget holders and senior stakeholders are saying, well, you're coping as amazingly as you are now with the new software champions. You don't need any permanent employees or additional team members or additional headcount for ITAM. That is a risky play if this works really well, but just have a think about it. It might be a really good option for you to unofficially expand your ITAM team without needing budget and without needing additional headcount or HR to tell you that you can have additional headcount. I really hope you found it useful. Please do let me know on LinkedIn or in the comments if you have software or hardware champions within your organization. And as always, until we see you next time here at the Sandbeast YouTube channel, happy ITAMing.